Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about Python random module. So this module, it is important to generate random data for our application or to generate random number for games. So it is important to understand that this module is not for generating random value for security purpose or for cryptography. So if you want to do so, you can use the Python secrets module as stated by the Python documentation. Okay, now let's import the random module. So to do so, we can import random, and with this line of code, we have access to many different functions right now, and we can use all of them. So let's check some of them by writing random dot, and now we can see we have access to many different functions. So let's use the first one, random.random. So basically with this function, we can generate a single random number between, which is a number between 0 and 1. So let's create a variable to hold this value. We can call this random num, so random num, and we can print out this print. Okay, so we can print out this random number just to check the value. So random num. Okay, so if we run this, yes, you can see now we have a random number, which is a number between 0 and 1. So let's control the decimal part. Let's say we want to have two numbers after the dot. So we can say, okay, if I run that, so now you can see we have only two numbers. So we can change this to 3, and we are going to get 3 numbers. So this is the random.random function. So we can get a single random number between 0 and 1. Okay, the next one is the random.randit method. So let's comment out this quickly. So we can use the random.randit. So we can write random.randit. And so with this function, we can generate a random number integer, a random integer, so a whole number, and we have to pass as argument two value. So the range is going to be between 1 and let's say 8 in this case. So this means we are going to generate a random number between 1 and 8, so a whole number. So we can put this in a rand int, in a variable called randint, and we can print out this, and you will see it's going to be a random number between 1 and 8. Okay, so let's use the fstring method and pass in randint. Okay, so let's print out this, and you can see now we have 3. So we can change this range anytime we want. So let's say we want to generate between 50 and 100. So we will generate numbers between 50 and 100. So this is good if you want to create games where random numbers are required. Okay, so this is the random.randit method. So let's go for the next one. Okay, so the next one is the random.uniform, which is used to create a random floating point number. So let's create a variable called rand float. Okay, so and this one is going to store a random floating point. We can call the random.uniform, and we need to pass here so the range. So let's say we want to generate a random floating point number between 5.5 and 10.5, for example. So if we print this, so let's quickly print that and see the value we are going to get. Okay, so let's use the fstring method and print the random floating point number. So we can run this, You can see we have a single random pointer, a single floating point number. So let's change the precision here. Dot, let's say we have two numbers. Okay, so we are generating a random floating point number. Okay, nicely easy, and we can use this in our application. Okay, so the next one is a function we can use to create a randomness to increase the entropy in a list. So we need to have a list. So first let's create a list one, and this list is going to hold different numbers, let's say in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and now we can print this list just to check if it's in order, list one, and we can print out this quickly. You can see the list, so the list is in order. So if I run, it's always in order. So now let's use the shuffle function. So we can say random dot shuffle, and we pass in the list one. Now, so if I run this again, you can see the number are not anymore in order. So the amount of entropy has been increased, and we can see all these numbers are in disorder, in a different order every time we run the code. So this is important. So in application where randomness is required every time. So okay, so let's go for the next one. Okay, so the next one is the random.choice, which is used to choose a single value from a list. So let's say we have a list of names, and this will hold different names. Let's say we can have Ali, and we have Marco, we have Andy, and we have Toby. Okay, and we want to choose randomly one of these names. So we can say random dot we hold this value in ranval. Okay, and this is going to be choose randomly one of these names. So we can use the random dot choice, and in this case we have to pass the list of names, and then we can print the value. So print and we can print ranval. So let's see the value. So you can see the names keep changing. Now we have Marco, we have Ali. So this is very useful in game where you need to select a value. Can be a number, can be a string. In this case we use string to select quickly a single value. Okay, so the next one is called random.sample. So basically with random.sample we can choose more than one value from the list. So let's use the same list, and let's use the same variable as well. So we can delete that, and then we can use random.sample. So with this one we pass our function the list of name. So we have to pass the list of name, and then we have to pass the second argument, which is the number of element we want to select randomly. So we want to select three names. We can print now this value quickly to check ranval. So let's see the value which are selected. So this time we select Ali, Marco, and Andy. So let's see, we can see Ali, Andy, and Toby. So it's randomly selecting these names, okay, which are changing randomly, selected randomly. Yeah, so this is very useful. So if you have a group of people and you want to select the best three or the best two, so yeah, very useful, this sample random.sample function. Okay, now let's create a very quick game, dice game, using the Python module, using random numbers. So this game, so we need a dice of 6 face, and we need 2 players. So player, let's say we have a player 1 which hold a random number, which okay, we can generate a random dot randit to generate an integer between 1 and 6 for player 1, a random integer, and then we can generate another random integer for player 2. Okay, and we can do random dot randit. So we will generate a random number between 1 and 6, and then we can use an if statement to check the number, the largest number. So we can say if player 1 is greater than player 2, so we can say we can print out player can print out print player 1 won. Okay, else then we can check if we can check if player 1 is, if player 2 is greater than player 1, so we can print out player 2 won. So, and or we can check if player 1 is equal to player 2, this is gonna be a draw. We can say print draw. Okay, else we can print invalid. Okay, so this is a very quick game, so using a random module. So let's see which one is going to be printed. Okay, so this time player 2 won. Let's see, player 2 keep winning, player 1 won now. Okay, now let's quickly print the value for each player. So print okay, can use f string, then we can say player 1 and then we can print out the value. So for player 1, let's use colon, and can go for player 2. Okay, player 2, and we can print out the value for player 2. Okay, so now let's copy this line of code and use here as well. Okay, we can just the indentation use. Okay, so let's run now. So we should be able to see the value for each player and see who is winning. So player 1 is 2, so 3, so player 2 won. Okay, so player 1 is going to win. Okay, so yeah, so this is a simple dice game using random numbers. You can see here the value. Okay, so thank you for watching.